Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel Supply and Demand Mastery. One setup a day, poor keep me away. Two setup a day, rich not far away. Thanks everyone for supporting my video. If you are first time here, please don't forget to follow and subscribe the channels and comment below what the topics you want to learn. These video topics we will learn about the pullback trading strategy. So what is the formula? The formula will be breakout, pullback, entry. Alright, we call it as a BPE. Breakout, pullback, entry. So this strategy I think is quite suitable for every beginners because it's very easy to identify from the chart. So both of these scenarios are the bullish patterns. And of course, if bearish pattern, it will be in opposite way. Right, just very simple. And only we have two types of market. Usually, one is trending, one is sideways. So trending, we have uptrend and downtrend. Right. So for example, when the price movement is getting higher and higher with the resistance, so we know this is the uptrend. And suddenly we found, there we have the trend line. So what is the trend line? So usually the trend line is valid when there has at least 3 driven point. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 3 driven point, then this is a valid trend line. So when the price breaks the trend line, so right now our opportunity is coming soon. So we just have to wait for the pullback to the nearest supply or demand zone, then we make our entry. That's it, just simple as that. And another type of the market is the price is doing a sideways. This is a consolidation. Right, so when the price have a breakout of the sideways market, then we just have to wait, be patient and wait for the price to pull back to the zone or the nearest any supply and demand zone available. Then we just make our entry and aim higher. So the risk and reward ratio should be more than 2 and above. So this is a very important. So if the risk reward ratio is not attractive enough, or we say the space of our take profit is less than 2 risk reward ratio, then this is not the trade that we want. So you must make sure the space is there enough for us to make our profit. So let's see the live chart example. So this is one of the chart that I found recently. I have a lot of these pullback trading setup we have. So here is one of the trend line. As you can see, we have a lot of the touch point. Then suddenly the price have a breakout. So we know we just have to wait. So actually we have two types of entry. Either is a risk entry. You can immediately directly entry after the breakout, but it's quite a high risk because your risk reward ratio is not significant attractive enough. And another type is conservative entry. That means we wait for the pullback. If there is a pullback, then only we make our entry. How about if there is no any pullback? Then just ignore the setup. Just look for the next one. Right? So this is one of the opportunity we have. Trend line, then we have the breakout. So once have a breakout, can you see is there any supply zone? Right, for me here we have a drop, base drop, supply zone, and the price has a small reaction only, and the price push even higher. So in this time frame, this is an N15 time frame, we can't see much. So that's why you must know how to utilize the time frame. So when we go into the M5, yes, then we have a more clear picture in details. Here, yes, we have one of the supply zone as well, and this supply zone, as we can see, yes, it has react but not much, and price pushed even higher to this supply zone. Right, and the price, yes, finally has react and fall all the way down. So usually when this is our entry, so we know where is our stop loss, right? You can make slightly higher, it depends on you, right? Since previous, we have the previous swing high nearest here. Then where is our take profit? So I personally, my take profit, I will aim the previous swing low support, because this is the sell side liquidity, right? This will be my target for this setup, right? If yes, if the trade successful, so what is the risk reward ratio we have? 5.5. That means if you risk 1% for this setup, in return you are getting 5.5% as your return, right? Then we look for the next one. So actually there is a lot. Alright, so here we have another trendline breakout again. So as you can see, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 driven point. So at the end, the price have the breakout from this area. Right, the price has a breakout from this area. And you can see, is there any pullback available for us or not? Yes, huh? As you can see, this is this demand zone. You can see the demand zone. Right, this is the demand zone we have. So this demand zone, yes, is success to hold the line, and the price has pushed all the way high. So if our entry is for the long, right, this is the where our entry. Our stop loss can move slightly lower than the previous, or you want to make your stop loss exactly the zone, also no problem. It depends on you, right? It have to depends on your risk appetite and where is our take profit. So remember, I take profit, I said we must get at least 2 and above. So if you want to target for the previous height, this will be the one. All right, the previous height. So this will be the one. This is our first target. So first target we have 3.28 risk reward ratio. So it's good enough, right? Since this is the nearest previous height. And yes, the price tap and pull back once again. As you can see, it pulled back once again. And after that, what happens? The price push even higher. So if we want to move into our, look for our TP2, all right, or our final TP, where it should be. Right, it should be the, look to the left, it should be this area. All right, this is where the previous height or the resistance. All right, so when you switch the line chart, then you can see there is a resistance here where we can target. Right, this is where we can target to exit. Right, so of course the risk reward ratio is more than enough, 7 or 8 for this trade. Right. So some of you have found, yeah, I have another trendline breakout. Looks like, it seems like we have another trendline breakout here. Yes, it is. But unfortunately, there is no any pullback available. You see, there is no any pullback available. And the price doing a sideways at the bottom zone, then suddenly only get up. So can you see, when the price get up, has been quite a long time. This is one of the supply zone. You see the supply zone here with the imbalance. Right? If you don't know what is imbalance about, look at the previous topic that I shared before. Right? This is one of the imbalance here. So we know this zone is quite good. Alright, because it lives with the imbalance. So this is what we can wait, and the price at the end is still tapped into the zone and react. So can you see the setup? Sometimes it can be overlap each other. You see, overlap to each other. So this trend line breakout, and this is a previous trend line breakout. So when you notice that, yeah, they have another combination. So this is what we call the hybrid. So this is the previous setup and this is the current setup. So the more confluence that we get, the higher the chance that yes, the setup it will react. So this is one of the good setup as well. So even if you miss the entry from this area, right? If you miss the entry from this area, then yes, there is another new opportunity for you again at this area, right? So as we can see, this run quite a lot, but of course we can't get all the way down. If for this shot, personally I just aim to this target, right? This area, right? This is the support area that I found. Yes, this is where we can get exit our trade, this area, because this is the area quite a strong demand zone and the support as well, because you can see previous high, this is where the momentum breaks the structure, quite powerful here. So this is where I will exit, right? So as the risk reward ratio 10 RR, so it's quite a very good one. So we look to the left again and see is there any opportunity. Actually I have a lot, have a lot, right? Have a lot. Right here is also one of the trendline breakout, right? Also one of the trendline breakout. And the price, it didn't have any pullbacks and react from the demand zone, or sorry, this is a supply zone here, right? This is the only fresh supply zone we have, right? It didn't react. So it's not every time, but at least we have a high chances of the win rate for this breakout trading strategy. So we just have to wait for the pullback, be patient, wait for the pullback, right? For safe. Of course, if you are aggressive trader, then you can immediately directly entry once the breakout happens. But be careful, it can be a false breakout, yeah? It can be a false breakout. So we go to the higher time frame, much more easier that we can try to get the setup, right? So in lower time frame, we can see a lot of the details, alright? So here is one of the trend line as well, alright? So this is one of the trend line. So this trend line is moving quite a lot. Then once this is where the breakout happens, so actually the breakout, what we want is a solid breakout. Is much more better if the momentums come with a very powerful breaks. Then when the price pull back, then this is where we can entry. So this is, it react from the trend line again. So we go into the M5. Okay, where is the setup just now? Right here. Right, we go into the M5 or M1, even M1 also can look for the entry level. So where is our entry level? Right, since there is no more fresh supply zone, there is no more fresh supply zone. This supply zone has been collected by these candles, and this supply zone also been collected. And this is the latest supply zone we have. Alright. Even this supply zone has been touched one before. Can you see? Has been touched one before by these candles, but I think this is during the high impact news. As you can see, the long wicks happens here. So definitely there is a high impact news. Then once the market stable, you see it tap into the zone once again. Alright, with our strategy. So yet it works, right? It works and fall all the way down. So when this type of the scenario, same, right? You can target the previous low. This is a sell side liquidity as we can target. Right, then look at the risk reward ratio. This is our final TP, 6.5. Alright, 6.5. If you are more so-called conservative trader, then this is where you can exit right here. right? You can exit right here. So still have 2.5. So why for the first TP we can exit here? We can take profit partially and set your break even. Why? Because here we have one of the demand zone. Can you see the demand zone? The demand zone, this is a rally based rally demand zone. Right, so this is one of the roadblock we have. So that's why this is our first TP. Of course, our final TP, if the price can react very well, it could be sweep the liquidity against. Right, so this is the sell side liquidity. So when you look to the left, actually when this is quite a long trend line. So usually when the price have a breakout in such a trend line scenario, sometimes yes, we will target where the trend line starting point. Where is the starting point? This should be the starting point, right? So this is one of the target area we can target as well, right? This is the starting point. So where is the starting point? It can be our final TP as well. Maybe you just have to wait quite a long times. It depends on the time frame that you are taking. So for example, this is the M5 small time frame. So I think it takes a few hours for this setup to hit the final target. So this is just one of the tips for all of you. Alright, so I think that's all for my today videos. Thank you once again for your time and your support. And do follow my channel. And what you want to learn in the next topic, so comment below, let me know. So we see you again in my next video. Bye bye.